It amazes me that to convince black people that Donald Trump cares about them, he takes pictures with celebrities. It's amazing to me. If Donald Trump cared about black people, he wouldn't have denigrated the president with those claims of birtherism.
But part of that is starting off with Snoop Dogg and Nelly and Soulja Boy and others for their decisions to perform at events surrounding the inauguration.
Y'all, the hip-hop world is absolutely shook right now because Snoop Dogg just pulled the most shocking flip-flop we've ever seen. DL Hughley is out here spilling all the piping hot tea, and trust me, it's scalding. The same Snoop, yes, the Snoop Dogg, who was throwing major shade at black artists for performing at Donald Trump's inauguration back in 2017, just got caught doing the exact same thing he criticized. But wait, that's not even the juiciest part. The drama doesn't stop there, honey. Poor Snoop's been drowning in controversies lately, and it's all tied to this massive Diddy situation. People are whispering about him playing both sides of the fence and even suggesting he might be working with the feds. And if that wasn't enough to make your jaw drop, there are these wild theories floating around about how he might have betrayed Tupac. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more intense, Suge Knight jumps in with some serious threats about Snoop keeping secrets.
Most important thing there's got to be a solution, because this has been going on in the industry for a whole years, for decades. And at the same time, you know, nobody wants this to be true, and it shouldn't have to be true. But if we don't fix it and do something about it, history will constantly
repeat itself. Now, Suge, you said something early on that I want to get clarification for the audience, Suge. You said early on, you can't just look at Diddy in isolation. You said this was done to him. He learned from others, and it was done to him, and then he did to others. To me, that sounds like what I hear when people are talking about situations, you know, hurt people, that someone was used, they wind up being a perpetrator. Is that what you're suggesting about Sean Combs, that he was used and he now uses?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I think he repeat what was done to him. And like I said, if you look at Russell Simmons, you know the truth. Andre Rail, you know the truth. Clyde Davis, you know the truth. Jimmy Iovine, you know the truth. So there's not certain things that all of a sudden you got this. The industry is a quick business. It's been like that for a long time. And the casting couch is real, but it's for women and men. But far from all that, I think the most important thing is I feel like they should let Puffy tell his truth. I'm quite sure he's going to expose a lot of people. I'm sure he's going to move forward with it. But I don't think it should be a situation like the Epstein thing where they found him hanging from the ceiling or dead for the truth come out.
Now, let me tell you what Suge Knight is saying, and believe me, this tea is piping hot. According to Suge, Snoop isn't just any regular industry player. He's calling him the real industry rat who's been playing both sides like it's a game of chess. And honey, Suge isn't just throwing random accusations. He's been dropping hints for years that Snoop's loyalty to Tupac wasn't exactly what we all thought it was.
And I knew that Pac did everything right by him by putting him on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Face to face is going to be a lot of explaining to do. Only way you would have a radio if you was at the fight with us and you had a security detail. Now, not having a security detail, what are you doing with the radio?
But hold on to your seats, because Suge Knight wasn't done exposing the truth. He came for Snoop's throat about this whole hospital visit story after Tupac got shot. You know how Snoop's been telling everyone for years that he tried to visit Pac but got kicked out of the hospital? Well, according to Suge, that's nothing but a big fat lie. He says Snoop never even bothered to show up. Can you believe the audacity? And now, with everything that's been happening lately, people are side-eyeing Snoop's every move. So picture this drama. Snoop Dogg, Nelly, and Rick Ross decided to perform at one of Donald Trump's inaugural balls, and child, social media absolutely lost it. The internet was blazing with fans dragging these rappers for filth. I mean, seriously, how are you going to perform for someone whose fans probably don't even listen to your music?
Nah, chill. I'm not performing. I am in Washington, D.C. right now, but I'm not performing. It's a private vibe I'm doing with my brother Snoop Dogg.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the dope, ready to make an entrance.
Now, Nelly tried to defend himself during this conversation with Willie D, acting all righteous and proper. He was like, "This isn't about the money, honey. It's about respecting the office." Period. He even tried to play both sides by saying he'd perform for President Biden or Vice President Harris if they asked. Girl, he was really trying to stand his ground.
But I am honored to be performing for the office, for the President of the United States, regardless. Ain't nan another president asked me to perform. Nan.
But Chile, DL Hughley wasn't having any of it. He jumped on Instagram faster than you can say hypocrite and exposed these receipts. He pulled out this old clip from 2017 where Snoop was running his mouth calling other black artists Uncle Tom ninjas for performing for Trump. And now look who's doing the exact same thing. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife.
Well, ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo is gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the one of you Uncle Tom for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first?
Baby, when that video resurfaced, the internet went absolutely nuclear. Fans were coming for Snoop's neck, calling him the biggest industry buster and Southern California's #1 king buster. People were dragging him for contradicting himself faster than you can say hypocrite. One person even threw this shade. He puffed up his whole chest and said, "Yes, sir, I'll dance for you, sir." The disrespect. Listen, DL Hughley has been the watchdog of the culture for years, especially when it comes to black celebrities cozying up to Trump. Remember when Steve Harvey visited Trump Tower and announced he was working with Ben Carson? DL went off. He wasn't playing around when he said, "It amazes me that to convince black people Donald Trump cares about them, he takes pictures with celebrities." And honey, DL didn't stop there. He spilled more tea about Trump's history with the black community, bringing up those nasty birtherism claims. He was asking the real questions like why Trump was using rappers, comedians, and athletes as the face of black concerns. As DL put it, "You'd rather see us run the ball than run the country." The shade of it all.
Hey man, you playing to win tonight, man. You sharp as a mosquito. What's going down? That's that crypto, see? They let a real crip up in the crypto ball. Ooh. Bang, bang.
Now, DL's got some theories about why Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross took that stage, and child, it's all about power plays. According to DL, Trump's team specifically chose performers who wouldn't scare the white folks. He even pointed out how there were barely any black faces in the audience, saying some of us were in the house while others were in the fields. The tea is scalding. And here's the gag. DL thinks this was Trump's way of flexing, showing he could make someone like Snoop, who once clowned him, switch sides. It's giving very much, "look what I can make them do" energy. DL noticed something interesting too. Trump didn't call on rappers like Waka Flocka, Kodak Black, or Lil Pump this time. Why? Because they've served their purpose, honey. They were the loud, controversial ones, but now Trump needed someone like Snoop to make real waves. The internet had absolutely no chill with their reactions. Someone brought up DMX's words about selling souls to the devil for cheap, and Chile, that hit different. Another person pointed out how Snoop got too comfortable after his Olympic success, thinking the love was unconditional. Wrong move, baby. And the conspiracy theories? They're wilder than a reality TV reunion. People are out here suggesting Snoop might be an informant, pointing to all his Hollywood success, those random product commercials, and even carrying the Olympic torch. As one person said, "When you get a certain amount of money, you can come up with any excuse to do wrong, but money can't erase history." The culture isn't letting this slide. No matter how iconic Snoop's career has been, it's giving very much "how the mighty have fallen" vibes, and people are keeping receipts. Some are questioning if it's just business, while others are convinced there's more to the story about Snoop playing both sides. So here we are, watching this mess unfold like a soap opera, and honey, the episodes just keep getting juicier. The question remains, did Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross really fumble the bag by performing for Trump? Or is this just another day in the business of hip-hop? And what's really going on with Snoop? Is he really playing for both teams? The streets are talking, and they're saying a lot. Stay tuned because this drama is far from over. And trust me, it's about to get even messier. The tea is hot, the shade is real, and the culture is watching every single move. Don't forget to spill your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that notification bell because baby, this hip-hop saga is just getting started.